Family, Monday, January 11th, 2021. Duval Bama slash the wind, doing another video, finally. Not the last video though, excuse the finally. But today's video is going to be about counterfeit gods and our Creator. The difference. Counterfeit gods definitely imitate our Creator. Many of us have gained fame, fortune, notoriety, and everything else by acknowledging and serving, adhering to counterfeit gods. Wealth aplenty. Many of us, through Jesus Christ, say we've received salvation and our cups are running over. And they are running over. But let's go back to Genesis chapters 1 and 2. Because see, those counterfeit gods all have one thing in common: impartiality. Back that up. Those counterfeit gods all have one thing in common: not impartiality, partiality. What that means is they bless some, they curse others. They let some in, they exclude others. They shoot, kill, beat down, brutalize, abuse some. They turn a blind eye to others. Yeah. The same counterfeit gods that ensured you have all that fame and fortune, but just make sure you don't rub them wrong. I could call out a couple of names of some people who had to eat their words. But like I tell all my offsprings, no names. Now, getting back to our Creator, one that created everything, the one I talk about all the time. Refer you to Genesis chapters 1 and 2. I post it up all the time, at least once or twice a week sometime. The one that accepts all unconditionally. The one that permits us all to do what we do and never disciplines us. Yeah, that's our Creator. Don't get no better than that. The one that you don't even have to ask for anything. But see, when you serve, acknowledge a counterfeit God, you got to beg, borrow, plead, sell yourself just for that counterfeit God to do something for you. And then when you decide that you want to walk away from that counterfeit God will pull a rug out from under you and watch everything that you thought you had crumble. That's the difference between the counterfeit gods and our Creator. Our Creator would never, ever hurt us. Unfortunately, if you do a thorough study of Genesis chapter 1 and 2, you'll find the counterfeit gods were there. We call them, or I call them, counterfeit gods. But they were people just like our ancestors who were created from the dirt, who lived amongst each others, who chose not to acknowledge what our Creator asked us not to do. They were the first ones to go against this. And many of you say, well, Bama, how you come up with that? Well, like I said, if you go back and you study Genesis chapters 1 and 2, somewhere it'll say in there that these counterfeit gods said, now they know the difference, or they know about good and evil. They have that knowledge. They are like us. Let's say that again. And I'm paraphrasing. Now they have the knowledge of good and evil. They are like us. Let's cast them out of this garden. See, that's what the counterfeit gods wanted all the time. Our ancestors were the last of their kind to pretty much hold up what our Creator asked all of mankind and womankind to do. The counterfeit gods were the first ones to say, we ain't having that. And they're saying it even now. You'll see them. You know them. They're in the family. They don't have a specific color or race or religion. But one thing about them, you'll know them because they definitely believe in marching to their own beat. So when you come at me and you think because your skin color is the same as mine, and I'm going to acknowledge you better don't get me riled. If you ain't acknowledging our Creator, I ain't got no time for you. None. None at all. Unless I'm in the world, we doing business. I can handle business because, see, there's no line in business. Business is all about taking care of business. And when it comes to business, there's no feelings involved. There's no family. There's no friends. There's only one thing. Do what you have to do to get what you need to get. So, on that note, we straight. But when you come up with that bogus stuff about serving your counterfeit God, you better get away from me. So yeah, partiality. Even yourself promoted. If you're not acknowledging our Creator, you're acknowledging a counterfeit God. And you're going to promote partiality. You're going to bless and curse. Because that's what counterfeit gods are all about. Now, you could run around here and say, oh, the Bible is about black people. Man, give me a break. The Bible is about people who decided not to adhere to what our Creator asked us to do. You could paint them any color you want. That's what it's all about. And the saying about once they take from the forbidden fruit, in that day they would die, that only means that before our ancestors took from that fruit, they didn't know hurt. They didn't know pain. They didn't know suffering. And then when it says, now They know they have the knowledge of good and evil. What does that mean? That means now our ancestors and us know about partiality. We know about likes and dislikes. Before the fall, everything was good. Genesis chapter 1, verse 31, everything was very good. After the fall, the knowledge of good and evil, the knowledge of partiality came into play. So that's what it's all about. That forbidden fruit that you hear me say it was eggs, you can just throw that out the window if you want to. That forbidden fruit is anything and anyone that hurts us. Let me say that again. That forbidden fruit is anything and anyone that hurts us, including us. Yeah, we're breaking it down today. About to roll up out of here, but I had to do this little thing here. Trying to keep it under 15 minutes for YouTube. Hey, y'all, you know, New Alabama's likes to win. Always coming up with something. It's your choice to accept or reject. I ain't leading nobody to water. And I'm definitely not forcing you to drink. If we out there in the world and we doing business, you better be straight because I'm straight. But other than that, when it comes to our Creator, I don't play in that. I don't play there. Just like when it comes to your counterfeit God, you don't play. You'll wipe me the heck out. All right, it's Monday. I'm feeling myself as usual. Feeling very good. Still continue to eat these seeded plant foods and still enjoying hollering at y'all. Appreciate y'all, family. Now I'm up out of here. Bye.